Hey, you guys, welcome back to Business Can Be Pretty Ugly, episode 3 of my YouTube channel. I hope you guys have enjoyed the last 2 videos. I hope they have helped you, especially one about support. As I talked about before, we worry so much about who is and who's not supporting us that we do not focus on who our target audience is and who we should be reaching out to purchase our products or to buy into our service. So if you have not seen the video of episode number 2, go back, because support can be a very ugly part of your business, but it can be the best part of your business if you do not worry about those that do not support you. So today's episode was supposed to be about one topic, but yesterday I got a vision to talk about something else. Yesterday I had went to a book release party for one of my clients, Skyla. Skyla is an 8th grader, and I met her over the summer, and she wrote and illustrated her very own children's book. The book is great. And as I was getting ready to go to her book release party, I was thinking about how children are just so fearless. They just have no worry, and they just believe, and they just go for it. And I was going to do my YouTube channel. I was going to do this video from her book release party, but I decided not to, because once I got there, I was just so engaged with what everything was going on and how her mom had everything set up. It was just so awesome. The entertainment, the networking and talking to everyone. So I did not get a chance to do it yesterday. So I'm doing it today. And what I wanted to talk about is faith. Today's episode is going to be about faith, and it's not going to be a long episode, but I want to get straight to the point that a lot of times as adults, we allow fear to cause us not to move forward with a vision that God has given us. And this is what I mean. So 2019, I have worked with a lot of adults on helping them write their book, publish their book. I've edited their books, whatever they may have been, I have worked with them. And every adult that I work with, they ask me the same question: do you think someone will buy my book? Now, I'm not knocking them or, speaking bad about them, because I was that person. Every time I would write a book, I would have to send it to a friend to say, hey, read this and let me know if you will buy this, or if you think somebody will buy this. And I never thought about it as me not having the faith in my work. I never thought about it as me not believing in myself. I just took it as I was trying to get someone else's opinion. But when I worked with Skyla, she never asked me if I thought someone would buy her book. That question never came to mind. She came to me with her story. She came to me with her illustrations, and she just did the work. I made suggestions. She did it. She asked me questions, or what do you think I should do this, or do you think I should change it to this, etc. I gave her my opinion. She followed through. Never did she say, I'm scared. She never said, I'm not sure about this. She never said, do you think someone will buy this? Or never asked me if I thought someone would buy this. She never talked about who would and would not support her. She never even mentioned any type of doubt in her work. She was very confident in that book, in her illustrations, in her story, and she was very confident in herself. So I say all of that to say, if God gives you a word, if God gives you an assignment, if something comes up from your heart and you say, I want to do this, I want to start this business, I have this great product that I want to put out there, I have this book that I want to write, I have this story that I want to tell, why are you questioning who's going to buy it? Why? If God said so, it is so. There's no reason why you should be questioning who's going to buy it or how many sales you're going to get. That is the least of your worries. That is the least of your worries. And I wish as adults we had the mindset of children, because A lot of children, when they ask you a question, for an example, if your child come up to you and say, this is my Christmas list, and you say, okay, I'll go through it and see what I can get. That child is not going to come to you every day and say, well, most kids won't come to you every day and say, do you have the money to buy this? Do you have the money to buy this? Do we have enough money to buy this one? Mom or dad, do you think you can buy this one? Do you want me to take some stuff off my list? Only way I can see a child doing it is if you had a previous conversation with them about money. But when you tell a child it's handled, it's handled. They don't come in the house saying, is the gas and electric going to be paid today? Are we going to have lights? They don't come in the house and say, are we going to have food today? Because they know you as their parent is their provider. They don't question things like adults do. Now, don't get me wrong. I know there are some situations out there where some children may question things, but let's talk about the average child. They don't question it. When I see children every day when they get their Legos, and like in the classroom that I'll be in, they have Legos and they're building something. And they'll say, Miss Crawford, I'm going to build a house. And they get those Legos and they start building a house. It'll look nothing like a house. Nothing at all. But they never question whether or not they can do it. They put it in their mind and they go for it. They don't sit there and say, Miss Crawford, do you think I can build a house? Do you think this will look like a house? Do you think anyone would think this is a house? They just go for it. They go for it. If I had a student, they had to draw their favorite insect or something, and they was just drawing. Half of them didn't even look like an insect. It just looked like a circle with a whole bunch of lines going through it. But they never said to me, Miss Crawford, do you think this looks like an insect? I said to one student, I said, what is that? What insect did you draw? She said, a spider. I said, oh, okay. In my mind, I'm looking at it, I'm like, that's not a spider, boo. But in her mind, it was a spider. And she didn't question it. She said it very confident. This is a spider. She was so confident in it, no matter what anybody else thought. She said that was a spider. And in her mind, it looked exactly like a spider. And as adults, we have to get in that mindset of a child where if we put our mind into something and we say we're going to do this, we're going to do it. We have to stop criticizing ourselves and doubting ourselves. And we're always questioning ourselves about whether or not something look like this or whether or not something look like that, or if someone will buy our product or buy into our services. If that is what you were put here to do, you have an audience out there, you have readers out there, you have buyers out there, you have people that need your product, you have people that need your services. The reason why dumb people have not come to you is because the confidence that you lack, the questions that you are constantly asking, you're always asking, is someone going to do this? Or is my product good enough? Or, well, her over here, she has the same type of book that I'm writing. What if my book don't sell because she's selling this book? Or I don't want to go to that book fair and be a vendor because everybody is selling urban fiction books and they may not buy my books. Or urban fiction is not in anymore. Everyone wants to buy these self-help books. Listen, stop it. We sit here and we make excuses, and I can go on with all the excuses because I used to be the one that made the excuses. We could go on. I can go. It literally can be a whole hour video about the excuses that we make. But let's be more like Skylar, where she never questioned anything. And yesterday, if you go to my Facebook page, Leslie Crawford, I posted a video of her reading her book. She was so confident in reading that book. You can follow her on Instagram at Marie Scott Art. You will see the pictures she posted on her page from her book release party. And she was just so confident in everything. And if we was more like children and just confident in what we do, if you ask a child, you turn on some music, and you ask a child to get out there and dance, that child will go and dance, whether they can dance or not. They could just be wiggling it around and kicking their feet and raising their hands and all this other stuff. And you're like, what kind of dance is that? But they're confident in that dance, and they're not worried about what anybody else says or who is looking at them. They were asked to dance, and they're dancing. Instead, us adults, if someone asks us to dance, we're like, all right, well, I gotta make sure my move's right. I gotta make sure who's looking at me, who's watching me. Let's get out of that mindset of what other people are thinking. Because that's going to be the ugly side of your business, where you're not going to have any sales, or your product is never going to be released. Your services are never going to be put out there, because we allowed ourselves to question our ability to be successful. That's the ugly side of business. And at times your business is going to be ugly, your business is going to be pretty. But let's try to avoid the ugly side, especially this ugly side of lack of confidence and always wanting to question whether or not something is going to happen. It happens too often, because I was that person, and just a year ago, I was still that person that was asking, do you think someone will buy this? There's nothing wrong with asking someone for their opinion when you're trying out a new product or a new service. Nothing wrong at all. But what I want you to do is stop being confident in what you have. Be confident. If you're creating some candles and 20 other people that you follow on Instagram have candles, so what? It's billions of people in this world. They can't sell to everybody. Everybody don't want to go to Bath and Body Works and buy their candles. Somebody want to come to you. Don't worry about if that book you're writing about, someone else wrote about the same subject. It's not their story. If you got a story to tell about how you were abused or something, tell your story. Don't worry about Mary Jo and Frank that wrote the same story about them being abused, because your stories are two different stories. Don't ask another person if they think if someone will buy your product. Stop asking people that. Instead, go to God, pray to God and say, God, if this is what I should be doing, if this is the assignment you gave me, I'm going to complete this assignment. If God gives you an assignment, he didn't ask you to go ask everyone else their opinion on it. He didn't say, go to your neighbor or go to your friend or go to your mom, your siblings, and ask them what they think. I gave you this assignment. God is telling you he gave you that assignment. So complete the assignment and stop questioning everything. Stop questioning everything. We lose because we don't follow through with what God is telling us. Instead, he gives us a word and he gives us something, and we got to run and tell everybody or ask everyone else's opinion. That's not what he's telling us to do. He's telling you to do the work and let him handle the rest. So I'm going to end this video because this went a little bit longer than what I thought it was going to be. But I had something to say. I just hope you guys are getting something out of this. And if it's other topics you want me to talk about, because I have a whole list of topics, but I'm open to other topics and whatever it is that you want to talk about. If you have questions for me about, how I went from corporate America to being in business, I've been self-employed for 1 year now. Leave a comment. Make sure you're subscribing to the channel. If you're looking at the videos and you're not subscribed, make sure you please subscribe. Share with your family and friends. Like the videos. The more likes I get, the more the video is put out there without me having to share. So please. Follow me on Instagram at author_Leslie, or my children's page, win_children_right. Or follow me on Facebook, Leslie Crawford. My page is open, and I will see you guys in another 2 weeks when I post episode number 4. You have a blessed week, and I'll talk to you later.